Hello, good morning everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So last time I think we stopped over here. Example, right? In the last lecture we have done example and I have asked you questions also based on this. Now let's move ahead with the next operation, that is searching in the linked list. Okay, so now in searching, we have seen in case of arrays, we can perform two types of search, linear search and binary search. Binary search we can perform only when the array is in sorted order, either ascending or descending. We are finding the midpoint and then we are moving, right? But it is possible to apply binary search only on array. Why? Because arrays element are stored in the consecutive memory location. Okay, so you can find the midpoint and access the middle element. In case of linear linked list, the elements are not stored in the consecutive memory location, so you cannot access the middle element so easily. So we will use linear search for searching an element in the one way linked list. So let's see algorithm. First step, if begin is equal to null, then print linked list is empty and exit the program. Yesterday we have seen that begin is equal to null. Begin always indicates or contains the address of which node, which address begin contains, address of the first element, right? Okay, and how you know you have reached at the end of the list? आप लास्ट एलिमेंट पे हो, कैसे पता चलेगा? Yeah, the next part of the last node is null. Okay, right answer. So this part is same, set pointer is equal to begin. That means you are setting initial value of the variable pointer as begin. Okay, it's like set I is equal to lb. Then repeat while pointer not equal to null. That means till you reach end of the list or till you reach last element of the list. If pointer info, you know how to access element in the linked list, pointers info. So if your element is equal to data, in this case data means the element for which I am searching. Okay, I said say search 25 in the linked list. That means my data value is 25. So if pointer info is equal to data, in array we write no, if s of I is equal to data, right? Then print element is present at position I. Similarly over here, if pointer info is equal to data, then print element is found at address pointer, because pointer is going to contain the address of that particular node, and exit the program. Element is found, so my job is over. Otherwise you are moving to the next element, right? So set pointer is equal to pointers next, the way you have in array I is equal to I plus 1. Similarly in linked list, next node's address is stored in the current node's next part. Okay, so we will say set pointer is equal to pointers next, so automatically now second node's address will be coming in this pointer variable, and again entire thing will be repeated. If you are completed with while loop and still the element is not found, that means the element is not present in the linked list. So print that message on the screen and exit. Clear with this program? Yes. Okay, now suppose I have element linked list elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. That means my linked list elements are in sorted order. Okay, and now suppose if I want to search element say 25. Now if I want to search the element 25 and I know the linked list is sorted, then what I can do is, let me start and I will search, compare it with first element. Okay, 25, no, your 10 is less than 25, no match. So move to the next. So now next element is 20, so 20 is less than 25, no match. Move to the next. Now 30. Now 30 is greater than 25, and you know that this linked list is sorted. So obviously if 30 is greater than 25, rest all elements are going to be greater than 25, isn't it? Because after 30 elements will be greater than 30, because I have said that list is sorted in ascending order. I'm assuming ascending order, right? So I can stop here only. I can exit the program. Once I get element of the array greater than my data, means the element for which I am searching, I will exit the program. I will not keep on doing remaining comparisons. Followed. So this is what is happening in case of sorted linked list. So in case of sorted linked list, this condition will be there. Pointer info is equal to data. Then set, say that pointer element is found at that particular address. Else, this is extra condition. If your element is greater than data, then also you can print that the element is not present and exit the program. Followed by reason clear hua why we are doing that, because the list is in sorted order. So let's see algorithm for searching in sorted one way linked list. So my first step is same. If your linked list is empty, then print the message. And how will you check whether the linked list is empty or not? If begin is equal to null, that means your linked list is empty. Second step is same. First you store address of the first element and you will repeat till you reach last element, that is pointer not equal to null. If pointers info is equal to data, that means if element is equal to data, your least element, okay, then you print that the element is present at that particular address. Otherwise, the condition which I said just now, if your least element becomes greater than data, then print the message element is not present in the linked list. Otherwise, set pointer is equal to pointers next. Followed. Yes, clear? Any doubt in this algorithm? Okay. So now we have seen operation of traversing a linked list. Then in that we have seen how to print each and every element of the linked list. Then we are searching for a particular element in a linked list. First we have seen in unsorted linked list, and then we have seen sorted linked list. Okay. In this slide, by mistake, sorted unsorted title is left. It should be sorted linked list. 1 minute. And step number 4 and 5 will remain same. What was step number 4? If entire while loop is running and over, still you are not getting element, then you will say element is not found in the linked list. And fifth step is exit. Okay. So now moving to the next topic, that is memory allocation and deallocation. Next operations are insertion and deletion. But before that, we will see what I mean by memory allocation and reallocation. Now, if I want to insert new element in the linked list, you know, elements, how they are stored, there is something called as, there is node structure, right? Node is a structure with two parts, information part and next part. Info part contains the element and next part contains address of the next element. So when you want to insert a new element into linked list, you should have that node, empty node with you. Okay, so you will have an empty node with you, and then you will paste the new element in that particular elements info part, and then you will do required arrangement for pointers. Okay, so that is called as memory allocation and deallocation. So memory allocation and deallocation, to insert an element into the linked list, the first requirement is to get a free node. And on the other hand, in case of deletion of a node from the linked list, it is desirable to return the memory taken by deleted node for its reusability in future requirements. Okay, so let us see operation of memory allocation and deallocation. So the task of operating an empty node for insertion and returning free node after deletion is accomplished by maintaining a separate list of free nodes that begins with the pointer free. Okay, and this separate list of nodes is treated as free memory pool. All right, we will call it as say free storage list. ये लिस्ट में सब empty nodes होंगे. Your list starts with the pointer variable name or initial pointer variable. You have first element's address stored in the pointer variable begin, right? This is free, जितने भी free storage list. Okay, it will have all empty nodes. आपको जब भी नया node चाहिए, you will come to this free storage list and you will tell, yes, I require one free node. So this will give you one free node, and then you paste your element whichever you want. Suppose if I want to insert element 25 into one linked list, so you will borrow one empty node from this list, free storage list, and you will then copy element 25 in the info part, and then next pointer set karoge. Okay, but the main thing they want to tell you, there is something called as a free storage list which will have lots of empty nodes available over here. Okay, and this free storage list is maintained by, first it begins with the variable pointer variable free. The way you have begin for your linked lists, here you have the pointer variable's name as free. What free will contain? Address of the first node. Okay, so if you see 1024 11235, these all are empty nodes, they do not contain any information. Okay, and last node of the free list, how will we come to know? It will have null in its next part. Clear? This list is similar to your lists only, but the only difference is it is not having any elements in it. That's why it is free list. Okay, free storage list. So now let's see how the things are happening. So whenever a new node is to be inserted into the linked list, then first of all, free storage list is checked for the availability of the free node. If free node is available, then the node is added to the linked list, and the pointer free of the free storage list will now point to the next available node. If there is no free node in the free storage list, then this situation is indicated by free equal to null. See, the way you have, if begin is equal to null, that means what? The linked list is empty. Similarly over here, if free is equal to null, that means your free storage list is empty. There are no free nodes available at all. Okay, so that situation is called as overflow. Please remember this. Overflow situation क्या होता है? आपको नोड चाहिए, empty node चाहिए, लेकिन free storage list के पास empty node नहीं है. Okay, memory is fully occupied. So let us see with the help of diagram. Now just forget about what I was talking or reading on the slide. Pay attention to this diagram. Now I have linked list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, I want to suppose insert some element into this new element मुझे डालना है, so such a 25 somewhere. So first of all, I should have some node, empty node in hand. In that I will paste 25 and then I will do the necessary pointer arrangements. But the first thing is to have an empty node. So empty nodes कहाँ पे मिलते हैं? Free storage list के पास. Okay, free storage list के पास जाओ, tell it that I want one empty node. So it will give you one empty node and then you do the pasting work. So how it is done? So first you will require one variable, pointer variable. Let me call it that variable as new. Okay, new will contain, now in this new you are going to have address of the first, always the first free nodes, they are given from the first position. Now when you will go and tell I want a free node, news will value will be set to the first nodes address. Free storage list में जो भी first node है उसका address क्या है अभी? What is the address of the first node in the free storage list? 1024. So now news value will be set to 1024. Okay, so after that, now already you have given this node to that new. Now what should happen? So free, which was having address 1024, now it should have address of next element, right? So this operation, first of all, new is equal to new में जो आप 1024 एड्रेस स्टोर कर रहे हो, 1024 एड्रेस किसमें स्टोर है? Which variable is indicating address 1024? It is the first node of the free storage list, right? So free's value, see again I'm saying begins value will be 100, free's value will be 1024, and now you are saying new should have the address 1024. So my statement should be new is equal to free. If I write new is equal to free, then only new will have value is equal to 1024. Agree? Yeah or no? Now this is done. Now my free should not have 1024 value anymore. Now my free should have address of the second node, because it is going to give that first node for inserting an element, right? So how, till now free was having the value as 1024. Now I want free should be linked to the second node. Okay, I want something like this. Free should now at second node. So what should be my statement? Now I want the value 11235. Where this value is stored 11235. You remember नोड्स कैसे होते हैं? ये फर्स्ट नोड पे एड्रेस पार्ट में ये वैल्यू स्टोर होगा, राइट? 11235. Always the next part contains address of the next node, isn't it? So how will you write that? Free is equal to freeze next. See, फिर अभी भी आपके फ्री वेरिएबल में 1024 ही स्टोर है. See, new is also having value 1024 over here. When it was conditioned like this, this was still having value as 1024. So if I write the statement like free is equal to freeze next, okay, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Free is equal to 1024's next. So what is 1024's next? 11235, right? So now my free will have value equal to 11235. Followed? Followed? So this is how the linking is done. Okay, so free is equal to freeze next. That will establish freeze connection to the second node. So this link will be broken now. So now this new, this is totally new structure, new node, and now free will point to the new address, that is second node 11235. This is how memory allocation is done. Followed? So whenever I will say new is equal to free and free is equal to freeze next, that means मैंने free storage list से एक node उठाया, एक empty node उठाया, and now I will do whatever I want. I'm going to insert some value and paste it in the list and so on. But this is the main thing, memory allocation. Followed how it is done? So in algorithm, whenever we write new is equal to free and free is equal to freeze next, that means you have borrowed a new node, new empty node from the free storage list. Anyone, any doubt in this? Memory allocation. We can't borrow a node that is not empty. फ्री स्टोरेज लिस्ट का मतलब होता है उसके पास सब फ्री नोड्स ही होंगे. ओके, free storage list will have all empty nodes. If you are uh, how can you borrow a node that is not empty? Means from some other list you are talking. Then what about the information in that particular node? So see, when we are deleting, that means if suppose we have one more list, okay, and the information in a particular node is no more required, then it will give away that particular node, like that you are saying. Shreyas, you can unmute and talk instead of me interpreting your questions in different ways. Yes, and at the same time that information is useful for your list. I'm still not, anyone can interpret this question. Yes, and at the same time that information is useful for your list. Okay, that means there is some one second list, and that list doesn't require that particular node, and you are going to take that particular node and insert it in your list, right? Yeah, that is what we are doing in case of your combining two lists and all. But whenever you have some node whose information is no more required, that means you are going to delete that particular node from the linked list, right? Why you will keep something which is not required in your list, isn't it? Only useful information we are always keeping in the file, right? Whatever data is not required, we are deleting it. And whenever you are deleting an element from the linked list, okay, it is returned to the free storage list. ऐसे ही कहीं पे भी नहीं जाके पड़ेगा, you have to return it to the free storage list. Followed? And if you want how to merge two lists, for example, I want some elements of second list to be inserted in this particular list. That way also is possible if you are doing the necessary arrangement for pointers, combining two lists, we say. Okay. I just meant that if it is possible to borrow a node from a linked list that is not a free storage list, then in that case you are just rewriting on that node. You are setting the info part. But how will you go and search for that particular element? There is some information. First of all, you have to search, is this element no more required in that list? So you have to traverse and reach up to that particular element, and then you have to do lots of pointer shiftings. Okay. So coming back to this is memory allocation. Memory. Next, a similar approach can be used for returning a node for reuse when it is deleted from a linked list. This deleted node is inserted as a free node of the free storage list, as the first node of the free storage list, that is at the beginning of the list. Okay. And now the pointer free of the free storage list will point to the recently added node. All right. Suppose now in this particular list, I don't want this 40, that is the fourth node. It is not required anymore. Okay. So what should be done? Now 30's pointer field, next field is pointing to 40, right? So what I should do, 30 का जो next part है, उसमें which address I should store now? I want to delete 40. So now, right now 30 is next, 30, the element 30, the node with element 30. That node's next part is having which value? I want to delete this particular node, right? So this arrow now should point over here. Then only we will say 40 is removed, right? Right now in the node 200, next part contains the address 300. So I should set the address as 150. So this 40 will not be accessed anymore. Okay, and then you are going to return this element to the free storage list. So how it is done? See, like this. You know every element you are accessing by using variable pointer. So you will first reach up to the element 40, and then you will say pointers next part is equal to free, because you are going to insert that particular node as free storage list's first node. Okay, in the previous case, see 40's next 300's next part, it was containing address 150, right? But now I will say pointers next is equal to free. Free में क्या value store है? 1024. That is the first node of the free storage list. So when I say pointers next is equal to free, now here I will have address is equal to 1024. Clear? And now my free should point at this new node. So what should be my statement? What should be my statement? I want free's value as 300. So what should be my statement? Three hundred value is stored in the variable pointer, right? Pointer is going to contain address of the node, right? So I will say free is equal to pointer. Now automatically free will contain the value 300. So these are the statements when you are returning the node. Okay, so pointers next is equal to free, and free is equal to pointer. This is how we are doing the process of returning a node to the free storage list. So whenever you are borrowing a free node, first node is given to you from the free storage list. If you are returning a node, then it is placed at the beginning of the free storage list. Followed both the cases. So in your algorithm, whenever you will come across this statement pointers next is equal to free and free is equal to pointer, that means you have written the node. Okay, I will repeat this again. Okay, this was my list, and I don't want this 40. I want to delete this. Okay, so what should be my changes for 300? Now you know how your list, right? You start with pointer is equal to begin, and pointer will move the next node. Some next node यहाँ तक आ गए. Now I know I have reached at desired position. Hello, hello, am I audible now? Yes. So you know when you are traversing a list, initially your pointer is over here, right? When I say pointer is equal to pointer next, you will be here, here, and now I know I reached at desired position. I want to remove this particular node containing element 50, sorry, 40, right? I want to delete this particular node. So what should changes should be made? 30's connection was established with this 40, right? This was having address in the next part as 300, and this was having address in the next part as 150. Okay, so now I should have first this address as 150. So when I say this address is 150, that means I have linked the third node with the last node. Do you get it? Right? When I say instead of 300, if I write 150, that means now my connection is from this third node to last node. That means fourth node is totally removed from the list, right? Okay. Now, if you have removed the फोर्थ नोड, दैट मीन्स फोर्थ नोड के एड्रेस पार्ट में अभी भी 150 एड्रेस स्टोर्ड है. All right, so that will remain as it is. So now it is not going to remain in the air anywhere. Okay, you are supposed to return it to the free storage list. So free storage list के beginning में हमेशा आपका रिटर्न किया हुआ नोड जाता है. It will be always placed at the beginning of the free list. So now this was already having name as PTR. Okay, its address is 300, and in the next part of that node it is having 50. All right. So now, right now I have value over here as 150. Now if I want to put it in the first place in this free storage list, so what should be the address in this next part? It should be 1024, because it should always show address of the next node. Then only it will indicate this second node. Do you agree? I should set address as 1024, right? So how it can be done right now? Who contains the value 1024? Yes, my connection is creating problem today. Wait. Yes, am I audible? Okay. Now what I was discussing, yes. Now I should have address as 1024 over here. Then only this will have link, or this node will point to this second empty node, right? So now who contains the value 1024? Free, because free may always it has address of the first free node. So if I want to set this next part as 1024, my statement should be pointers next is equal to free, because free contains the value 1024. Do you agree? Right? So now this particular statement, what it will do, it will store 1024 in next part. So now automatically this node is pointing to this node. Now I should have something like this. So automatically this link is broken. Then only this is proper list. So free is pointing to 300, and then you can traverse the entire free storage list. Do you agree? So if I want to say free is equal to 300, in short, in free variable, pointer variable, I should have as 300. Okay. Now 300 value इसमें store है pointer. Okay. So we will say free is equal to pointer. This particular statement will set free's value as 300, and now you have everything the way you want. Clear now? Okay. Still anyone not understanding? So we have seen two types of statements. Allocation के लिए new is equal to free and free is equal to freeze next. The sequence of the statements is important. Okay. And for deallocation, when you are returning the node, you have pointers next is equal to free and free is equal to pointer. Okay. So in algorithms, please remember that time I am not going to explain it again to you. Whenever we want empty node, write the first two statements. Whenever you are returning a node, that time you will write the third and fourth statement. Shall we move ahead? Okay. So now let us see the operation of insertion. So insertion in the linked list. So whenever you are inserting into a linked list, you require first of all a free node. Okay, so you just go to free storage list and borrow a free node. Then once the space for new node is available, copy the element into info part and set pointers for the free node, sorry, new node. Okay, so now let us see one by one. Now suppose if I want to insert the element 25 after the element 20 in the given linked list. Okay, इस एलिमेंट 20 के बाद मुझे यहाँ पे और एक एलिमेंट डालना है 25, तो समथिंग लाइक दिस. Followed? So first of all, my first step is to go to the free storage list and just bring one free node. Okay, so step 1. Now here the element which you are inserting, that is called as item in this algorithm, and the element which after which you are going to insert, I said no, insert it after the element 20. So that particular element is denoted by data in this algorithm. So now step 1, if free is equal to null, then that is called as overflow condition, no free space available. Okay, suppose in this free list ये node present नहीं है. Okay, no, nothing is present, that means free is equal to null. That means it is not able to give you any new node, right? So you cannot insert a node into the list. So whenever your condition like free is equal to null, so you will print the message overflow, no free space available. Otherwise, set pointer is equal to begin, repeat while pointer is not equal to null, and pointers info not equal to data, set pointer is equal to pointers next. This particular thing, what it is doing is, it is going on searching for the element 20. You said in data which element is stored? 20. जब तक आप 20 तक पहुंचते नहीं हो, keep on moving to the next node, next node, next node. You already know the meaning of this pointer is not equal to null. Okay, till you get the element pointers info is not equal to data, keep on moving to the next node. Okay, so whenever you will reach at 20 in the linked list, this condition will be set. This condition, pointers info not equal to data, will become false, and this while loop will be broken and you will be outside the while loop. Do you agree? Once pointers info is equal to data, you will be out of the while loop, right? And what value the pointer will contain at that particular point? At that particular point, when you will be out of the while loop, because you are having element 20, what will be the value of pointer? See this linked list, what will be the value of pointer in that case? Initially the pointer's value was 100 because you said pointer is equal to begin. In the second step, pointer's value will be 500, isn't it? So now it will check what? Yes, pointers info not equal to data. No, this condition is not satisfied. It became false. So you will be out of the while loop. So when you are out of the while loop, you are at desired pointer. That means PTR is equal to 500. Followed? Yes or no? If not understanding, then ask. So now, okay, let us take help of diagram. Okay, when we started this algorithm, क्या बोला है उन्होंने? First pointer is equal to begin, and you repeat the steps till pointer is not equal to null and pointers info not equal to data. This statement, you know, this is for moving to the next node. Okay, so till pointers info is not equal to data, concentrate on this. till pointers info is not equal to data. That means your element is not equal to 20. Itna clear hua? Have you followed this? Okay, so you will keep on moving to next node, next node, next node till you reach the element 20. So now see, first pointer's value will be 100. Always remember PTR contains the address. Okay, so PTR is 100 because you said what pointer is equal to begin, and begin में क्या address store है 100. So initially PTR is 100. In the second iteration, pointer is equal to 500. Okay, so it will check in while loops condition. Is pointers info? Pointer info means what? 500's info part. Is it equal to data? Yes. While loop में condition क्या था? It should not be equal to data. That means the second condition became false, right? While loop should run unless and until your element is not equal to data. Right now my element is equal to data. That means now the while loop will not be executed and you will be out of the while loop. And when you will be out of the while loop, your pointer value right now is 500. Followed? अभी clear हुआ? Okay. Now my pointer's value is 500. Now I want to insert an element 24. Okay. Now, if you observe, there were two conditions in the while loop. So if you are getting the element and you are out of the while loop, then your pointer's value is equal to 500. That means while loop is taking you up to the element after which you want to insert the new element. Okay. But there was one more condition in the while loop. What was that condition? Two conditions were there and they were making use of the word and. If while pointer is not equal to null. Okay. सोचो मैंने अगर ऐसे बोला इसमें place the element 25 after the element, say if I say 100. So my pointer will start here. Is it 100? No. 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 Now after this last fifth execution of while loop, what is the value of pointer when my statement will be pointer is equal to pointers next? What will be the value of pointer? Next address क्या आएगा? I have already reached last node, right? So my pointer became null, isn't it? So when your pointer, so this condition fails, right? This is true, but this is failed. That means you have reached till the end and still you are searching for 20 only. That means element is not present in the list. Followed the use of first condition in the while loop. Okay, so while statement में दो conditions दिए हैं. First condition will check whether you have reached at the end of the list. That means still you are searching and the element is not present. And second condition will take you to a particular आपने बोला है 20. If the element is present, then the pointer will be stopped at that particular position number, at that particular element's address. Okay, so we will continue in the next lecture with the same thing. Please remember the things so that I don't have to repeat everything. Okay. Thank you.